Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do kind of like a list of books that I want to read by the end of this month / next year. Like I want to like continue reading this next year. I want to hopefully finish all these books by next year. Don't hold me against it. I'm gonna have a newborn. It's gonna be a wild ride, but yeah, no, these have been like books I've been like eyeing that I've been wanting to read. It's just I haven't. I don't know what better way to say it. I haven't. There are two books that I do not own, sadly. One because it's still a pre-order. The other one I just haven't bought it. I should really buy it. But the first book, I don't know where. I'll scoot this way so I can put it right here. First book is Onyx Storm. It is the continuation of Fourth Wing, and Onyx Storm is a book that I'm like dying to read. I have a pre-order. I have a pre-order on my Kindle. I have it like all like set up for me to read it. The only problem is it's very close to my due date, so I could either like go into labor and then like read the book, or I could read the book and then go into labor, or have the kid and then read the book. But I don't want to like rush reading the book. Does that make sense? I want to take my time on it. I want to like thoroughly like read it and like analyze it. Like, you know, like that's the kind of book like I'm over here like I want to like take my time on, and I feel like with me going through all of that plus trying to like analyze a book, it's not gonna work. So that one, as heartbreaking as it might is, I have to like wait to read it. I'm gonna get the book. I'm just gonna have to wait to read it, and it's gonna be so hard because all I'm gonna be doing is gonna go on Instagram, and I already know I'm gonna have so many people reading the book, probably spoiling stuff. I can't. I don't know. I'm gonna see, but yeah, I don't want to rush read it and then like not be disappointed, but then like damn, I finished it in like one day. I'm like I can't, you know, like that. And then another book I am currently gonna read, most likely tomorrow. I have it on my Kindle. It is Kindle Unlimited. It is The Spark of the Everflame. This one. It's gonna be somewhere up here. I have to edit it, but it's gonna be up here. It is, how many books are there? So there are 4 books. 3 of them already came out. The 4th one I guess is coming out sometime, hopefully next year. But I heard it's really good. So I don't really know what it's about, but I'm gonna read and find out. But I heard it's a really good book. So that book I'm gonna read. But every other book I have, it's literally like right here. I did move my shelf down a little bit. I had to reorganize a little bit. It's probably not gonna stay like this. I'm always constantly moving my bookshelves. But I needed something other than a blank freaking bookshelf and a black freaking blank canvas. I needed something. So I started moving things around. I have my Fourth Wing books back here somewhere. Yeah. I've read Butcher and Blackbird. I really enjoyed it. I haven't read her other one yet, so I really want to read it. It is A Leather and Lark. It is a continuation of Butcher and Blackbird. I believe it runs with 3 brothers, because there's 3 of them, and so I want to read, I guess, the second brother. I don't know which brother. I don't even know if it is a freaking brother. Maybe I should like read up on the first one again before I read this one. But yeah, this is just a continuation, and I'm actually really excited to read it. I just haven't read it. And now the only issue is that I canceled my book of the month because I wasn't reading as much at the time. So I was like, there's no way to like, for me to like keep buying books if I'm just gonna look at them. It's just, there's no point. But I think I need to get it so I can get the 3rd book to match with these 2, if that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of fucked up on that end, but we're not gonna talk about that. The next book is The Fury. I've been eyeing this book for so long, and it is a mystery book. Well, that one's dark romance. This is mystery. They get invited to like some rich ex moves their house, and then things just goes like terribly wrong, and it's in Elliot's Chase point of view, and you hear his story of what happened on this island with a lot of famous people. And then this is a rock, paper, scissors, and it's about these two couples going on a honeymoon, I believe. It's been a minute since like I've looked this up. Yeah, they go on this honeymoon, secrets be revealed, stuff happens, and it's like this whole like getaway weekend trip. 10 years of marriage, 10 years of secrets, and an anniversary they will never forget. That's rock, paper, scissors. I heard it's really good, so I wanted to read it. I've been slowly getting into romances. I did read the entire like Addicted Calloway sister book. That was a 10-book romance book. I didn't even think I could do it. I'm not a romance girly. I'm more of a thriller, dark romance type of girl. But sometimes you need a good, like, just romance. You just need a little something, you know? Emily Henry is an author that I've been really wanting to get into. It's a book I have never read from her. I have read Ali Hazelwood. I only read one book from her, but I counted as I have still read her book. I have not read any of her books. I have a good bit of her books. I just haven't read it. Beach Read and Book Lover is two of the books that I've been dying to read. I kind of want to read it during the summer. I feel like I'm not going to be doing much anyway. And then this is a newer author for me, but I feel like everyone has like seen it, or like at least like seen the cute covers of this book. And it is The Pumpkin Spice Cafe and The Christmas Tree Farm. I think everyone has seen this. There is a third book. I think like in between right here. But I wanted to pick up this one mostly because when I'm filming this, it's literally December 9th. So I want to read this one. This is The Christmas Tree Farm. This is, you know, I should have read this in fall, but I didn't. But The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. There's another one. I think it's like the cinnamon bun one that's supposed to go like in between. I think she's making like 4 or 5 books, like continuation of this. Please tell me if I have to read this in order to like make sense, or can I just read it out of order and it's just kind of like a long, just like a, what is it called, like series, but like standalones. Does that make sense? Like, please tell me, because I don't even know. I don't even know if I can read. It's a small town, which is cute. Yeah, I don't know. If I can read this out of order, that would be amazing. If I have to read it in in order, I will, so it can make sense. But yeah, I've been wanting to read this, and I thought it was cute. And this one I've been eyeing too, and I bought, and I read it on Amazon, like the back of what it's supposed to be. And this is called The Lost Bookshop. I haven't really heard people talk about this. I don't know if it's just like one of those like gatekeeps type of books. I don't know. Maybe it sucks. I don't know. But it says, one quiet street in Dublin, a lost bookshelf is waiting to be found. So these friends, these couple, these whatever, vanished into an unknown bookstore and unlocks secrets and world, and it's like this fantasy, but it's like this book world. I don't know. I thought it was really cute. I thought this was really cute. I got this at Costco. As you can tell, the Costco stickers right there. The next books I want to read is an author I'm slowly getting into, which is nice, but I think I'm gonna show you, and then I'll get into my like train of thought. So this is Sarah J. Maas. This is Thorn of Glass and A Court of Thorn and Roses. The only sucky part, okay, I am reading this on Audible. Hold on, I can probably show you. I am reading this on audio. I was reading this while I was running like 2 miles like a day, and it was really like, I loved it. And then I got pregnant, and then I just haven't ran. It's called me being lazy, but we're not gonna talk about that. Okay, I'm on chapter 36. I have 4 hours left of this, and you're probably like, girl, fucking finish it. I know. I'm gonna get to. I haven't DNF'd it because I'm still like wanting to read it. I really need to pick this back up. I'm literally like. So this is the book I want to finish. Okay, I at least want to finish Thorn of Glass before the end of the year. This one, the other fantasy book that I was talking about, I want to read that, but I think, no, I'm gonna read that first, then continue this. But yeah, I want to continue this. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I just I just haven't picked it up. And Court and Thorn of Roses is probably one of the most popular books on Book Talk, on the shelves. It's probably have so many million copies of just mass produced into the world. Yes, I get it. Everyone's waiting for the 8th book, 9th, 10th. I don't know how many books there are, but I know she's working on the next book of this series. My only issue going into this, I read maybe like 3 chapters and I was done. I was like, I can't. I was like, no. I know the whole plot to this book, which kind of sucks, but I want to, it's different knowing the whole plot and reading it, so I want to read it. My only issue is, and a lot of people say the same thing, so it's not just me, I went into Fourth Wing blindly, kind of. I knew it was about dragons, I knew it was Violet getting into the Writer's Quadrant, I knew all that, but I read that and I fell in love. And when you fall in love with a character, with a book, with a fantasy, and you're trying to go into a completely different world build, a completely different author, a completely different book, it's kind of like, I don't want that. I want to stay in my dragon, in my Writer's Quadrant, with Taryn and Adarna. Like, I want to stay in that world. So me trying to get into Farrah's world was kind of like, I can't. So I tried. It didn't work. I lost interest like really quickly, and I realized I need to do it where I have to read this book before I read Onyx Storm, before I reread Fourth Wing, and before I have to like kind of lose interest in Fourth Wing a little bit for me to read this book. Does that make sense? Like, that was, but I feel like everyone keeps saying the same thing about people who read like the entire book of, I think people call it Agatar. I'm saying that I'm not in the book. A Court of Thorns and Roses first. They read the whole entire like series, and then they jumped into Fourth Wing, and they're like, nope, can't do it. What the fuck? I'm not gonna be in this world. Like, I'm still stuck in Farrah's world. But that was me being stuck in Fourth Wing, you know? So I feel like I hear this book and I hear Fourth Wing book talk about a lot. Like, people say like, you know, I can't get into this book because I already read Fourth Wing, and people say I can't get into Fourth Wing because I read this book. So I think I'm about ready to read this. So probably after I'm done with A Thorn of Gods, I should probably finish this series, but I just want to finish this book. Maybe go back, maybe go into this, because I really want to read this, and then go back into this. It's still next year. I'll figure it out. So these two authors are a continuation of a book that I was currently reading. I stopped reading. I should really continue reading, but yeah, I just haven't. So the first one is Reckless, and this is a continuation of Powerless. And she has Powerful, it's right here. It's Powerful, and that's just like a novel book that I need to read too. But yeah, Reckless is this one, and then she has another book coming out next year, so I feel like I should read this one so I can continue reading the other one. I think what sucks for me, like I said, Instagram kind of spoiled it just a little bit. I know the ending of this book, and I'm kind of confused, and I'm kind of conflicted, and I'm kind of confuzzled, so I don't know what to really think about this book. So I'm just hoping Kai and Peyton ends up together. But you know what's really great about this one? And I didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I did. The audiobook version of reading this just hits differently. I don't know why, but if you're like, oh, I really want to get into like Powerless, and I want to get into that world, try listening to the audiobook version of it. It is dual POV, so you get Kai and Peyton. So if you're not into that, I would just try it, because I know a lot of people listen to audiobook when it's a third person book, but something about Kai's voice, listening to it, going on his adventure, on his point of view, it just hits different. I don't know. Just try it. Just work with me. Just try it. And the next book is NightBane, and NightBane is the continuation of Lark. I feel like in a way these two books are kind of similar, but completely different. They're, to me, only thing that's really the same is based off of a game. and in a kingdom. So that's like the most similar. So I feel like Lark, I feel like you're like powerless, but it just depends. But I did read Light Lark and I really enjoyed it. This, I think it still continues with the 3 love triangle. So if you're not into that, you kind of have to like suck it up a little bit. But it is, I think, YA fantasy. I think they're both YA fantasy for the most part. I know her 3rd book is already out. I saw it on the shelf and I was like, I'm missing you. But I need to read this. And I think she has either 1 or 2 more books coming out. I think she kind of expanded her saga with this book a little bit. So I'm excited. Isn't this book turning into a movie? Isn't Powerless turning into a movie? I don't know. I just know 4th Wing is turning into a show. And the last 2 books that I have that I want to read, I could be saying this really wrong. I thought it says The Mystery of Time. I think it's The Minister of Time. This book. And it goes back into... Yeah, okay. A boy meets a girl. The past meets the future. A finger meets the trigger. The beginning meets the end. So this is basically, I guess, past lives goes into the future to learn about technology and all this stuff. And learning about, like, the now. So it's kind of like that type of book. That's really what I got off of this. Yeah, this book sets in now, but he's from the 1847. So this is basically kind of what I got off of. It's like time travel in a way, but I heard it's really good, and I've been eyeing it. I've been wanting to read it. So there's that one, and then 5 Broken Blades is another book. Look how cute this freaking cover, this essential. Why can't we have more of this? I know Lynn Painter has a lot of these like really cute ones that I'm like debating on buying. I do have a few of her books. It's somewhere. Oh, it's at the very bottom. But every time I look at it, I'm like, I want you, but I'm like, do I have you already? It's that question. So 5 Broken Blades. I think they're going to go kill the king. So it's 5 like warriors, 5 people trying to kill the king. Yeah. Let the best liar win. I've seen this book around. I've heard really good things about it when it did come out. I want to read this. So there's that. There is one more book I forgot to mention in the beginning. It's a... Oh, what do you call it? An autobiography? Is that what you call it? It's when someone writes a story about their life. I've been really wanting to read I'm Glad My Mom Died. I think we've all seen that book. I think we all heard that book. I've been eyeing that book for a good minute. I've been wanting to read it. I've been wanting to like audiobook it mostly, because I feel like, because it tells it from her like point of view, and like she narrates it on Audible. But yeah, I'm Glad My Mom Died. It's another book that I really would love to read. Hopefully I get to read. Let's find out if I even read it. It's not if I read any of these books, right? I completely go off script and I read like 50 other different books. Those are the books. I hope if you have read any of these books and you think like I'm either gonna really like it or really hate it, please let me know. If you're in the same boat of yes, I wanted to read this book, I just haven't had the chance, maybe we can read it together. What? That'd be cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys in my next one, hopefully soon. And yeah, I think that's really it. Just thank you for watching. Bye.